This video is about schizomaxing. So basically, I follow the Retard maxer guy, Elisha Long. He's pretty great. I'm a retard in a sense. I have the occasional cigar, I have the occasional smoke from it, and I have the occasional drink. Not that much, but I've been known to. Basically, schizomaxing is being completely in your head, when his version is basically just living your life without thinking. Because I've got a massive fucking head, so I have to know how to use it. Just today, there was a bloke walking down the street, like you get more crazy people nowadays, and that sort of pertains to something else I wanted to discuss, but he's basically yelling and he's trying to be poetic or something, but he's talking about how, sorry, it's just a hard day, nonsense. But he thinks it's pertinent and he thinks it's actually grandiose and that maybe even God told him to say it or something. Like the lighting, because it's like a light bulb on my head. But you sort of get that way by yourself, like indoors, this mess is indicative of that. Like you get messy and you get in your head, you get that way. But try and keep the lighting okay. It's fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's fun thinking that you're the one, that you are one with everything, that you're Jesus, that you're Neo. That's pretty cool. Like, I think, because I just went on a couple pilgrimages, in Ireland, where I grew up in the summer holidays, visiting my grandparents. Like, I went on 2 mountain trails. I feel like at the peak, you can speak to God and He's speaking to you and you're speaking out loud. That is Schizo, that is life. That is like the druidic pathway, trying to speak to Jesus in the church when everyone else is around. And it's the difference between that and the bloke that's going down the street is that it's more of a call to arms. Like, my life has been especially a case by case basis of me having to completely put forward my chest, my heart, into a situation full of ickiness and muck. And that presenting that to people is the barrier, and they are the muck, in my opinion. That's where you get in your head, that's where you get sort of isolatory, which is a form of death, which is a form of rebirth sometimes. And you can actually use that darkness to advance yourself in your life and create a light bulb and transfigure it into something positive. So I went on these pilgrimages and I'm basically speaking to myself, aren't I? But it's meant to be God. The difference between me and that guy is that I'm worthy. You see? And that's another belief. That's another schizoid belief that's part of retard maxing as well, that you are the one that's worthy. And it's more of an introverted side of life, but it can fall into extroversion like Elijah Long, who used to begin as sort of an introvert, or at least he felt like it, more anxiety riddled. But then he sort of created this online group and flowered and flourished. So my option is really to sort of use my imagination and try to rebound off of myself and my own barriers that I've created in my own head and create this own world of beauty and self-esteem fulfilling things that actually do feed back into an overt social paradigm of, oh, you are extroverted and you are capable, because you clearly are, because that reflects in your projection of yourself, whatever the fuck that means. It doesn't matter because it works to an extent. Look, I created this fucking while ago. It's a fucking wizard, and it's a simple 2D drawing. I try to limit myself to a stick man fucking thing here because it's just simple sometimes. But then he creates this beauty. And you're not meant to exist or anything like that. And it's meant to be the same as existing. So you're this malleable projection what is it? One of those things from Blade Runner 2049, like a projection or something of a person that God is playing into to experience life again. You might as well enjoy it and create something formidable out of it, because we are going to die. Like, see, well, part of that pilgrimage was just tarnishing my passport. Like, it means nothing. Like, people want this like crazy to be in the UK. There's a lot of people coming in, probably reflects more schizoid mental projection that we're allowing, and more cancerous cells intermingling within the body, projecting outwards, like white blood cells, red blood cells, being where they shouldn't be because we're cancerous, because we're sick. We're recruiting these hardline brown people to come into the country that are meant to be more formidable, have better genes, that are stronger, and the white people are getting gone. Like, and this is part of that, tarnishing something that doesn't deserve respect. It's gone, and I'm getting an Irish passport anyway. Go to Europe, fuck it. Pretend to be a carpenter for a while. That was fun. I'm sure Jesus found it fun, but this is kind of a shit hammer. But yeah, it was interesting because you go through that whole entire paradigm of having to be the immigrant that's accepted by the immigrants, or an immigrant that's accepted by people in a different homeland, has to work for it by his hands, except they're all Bulgarian, Romanian, Indian, and some Irish left over, on site. So you pretend to be this form of acting. It's all in your head. Everyone is acting all the time. They just don't realise it. But you're more aware of it because you're schizoid, because you have slightly higher IQ, but you're a bit probably demented because of this weird society that we're in. So you're a bit adulterated, but you can make it work, like with your creativity. Like, another part of this is like doing weird shit, like half uncorking a bottle of wine to hopefully sleep with the girl, like on the last few nights you have. Go to Dublin, ask like 3 girls if they're single, just fucking have it ready. But have it ready for another girl anyway, because I don't fucking drink because I'm schizo. Not a retard. Right. This is a major one. Like, seeing robins everywhere. I've had this planned for a fucking while as a symbolic thing in this man's story. Fucking me. Like, anytime this man sees a robin, he knows he's home and he's on the right path and he has God's guidance. And God is a massive part of this. That's what checks you. That's what makes that man on the fucking street nothing to be afraid of, because fear is another path to hell. But fucking A. Like, this is a sign from the universe that feeds back into you because you're one. Schizomaxing, man. Like, you have to have something ready like this. And this came about naturally even. So you already have something like this in your life that's pertinent to you, that you know about and can help you. Fucking, I'm not a fan of tarots, really. That's part of a downside to the schizomaxing, the druidic, weird shit. You get into this weird massage culture, like weird girls, like that want to use, what is it called? Like when they try to pinpoint, waving their hands over you, that weird shit. That's part of a butthole infiltration system that wants you to not be masculine. Like, you can use this to transform this organism into a masculine projection. That is a wizard, Harry, like fucking a legend that tries to fight against fucking Voldemort and like forces of darkness. You can feed into this sometimes, but honestly, like, tarot shit, just follow God in the Bible. Like, the Bible's kind of like a codex of information of the light that Jesus tried to fundamentally bring into life and have it conceived by us as mere mortals. Obviously, there's that triangle thing, like a triangle will project God as being a triangle, like humans would project God as being a human, but it doesn't matter because it's useful, heuristic to think about self-sacrifice or even modify it to fucking create a different life when we don't have to die at 33 and fucking resurrect to do shit. You can actually build a fundamentally good life and not listen to fucking tarot and use parts of Christianity and not get fucked in the butthole with a dildo by a weird girl that thinks she's like a spider or something. That almost happened to me. Fucking weirdo. Because life's fucking weird. Like, if you're schizo, you'll project these weird things onto life and they'll feed back into you. But part of that is self-esteem, realizing your full potential, that you don't have to listen and actually fucking have these weird girls, weird people trying to guide you on the internet all the time. You should get off of this, get off this fucking phone, get off dating apps. They'll teach you that you have no self-esteem when you can fucking climb mountains. Like, you don't need this. And you can have a drink and not be like a sad alcoholic like everyone else. You can use it as a fundamental stepping stone in your story. And stay away from tarot, stay away from weird girls on the internet trying to tell you that you're the son of God or something. Just tell yourself that you're the fucking son of God because you fucking are. And they don't have to fucking release like weird, rigid forms in the body up your butthole and sodomize you. There you go. Right. Remember, Satan is up the butthole. Avoid Satan. Yeah. So part of what led me to this is like a weird health journey, and it completely transfigures everything into this, trying to self-correct. And that's part of the healing journey that these goals try and get you on when you're actually perfect anyway. And you finagle your way through relaxation, through solidification of this organism, through that. You just relax into yourself. You don't need spirituality. You don't need anything else but yourself and God. That's part of the schizo journey. That's part of the schizomaxing thing. And there's always this weird outward energy form that tries to feed into you. Like if people are watching that new Fallout series, you think, oh, I just want to play Fallout independently. Like you didn't even realize the series was out. Things like that. There's this weird gay sodomizing projection of self-emasculation in the white race in the UK that's feeding back into itself like a Boros, Aurora Boros, what the fuck, eating its own tail thing. That's the weird thing. And you'll think, oh, do I think that? But that is part of the schizo journey, realizing that you can actually completely negate that negativity, and that's just part of a weird society that wants to transform men into women. Don't watch porn and everything. Don't watch these weird schizo girls. Be a schizo. And a bit of a retard too. Done.